Hey guys, welcome to my review for chapter 493 of Fairy Tail Mashima. Mashima, please stop it with the death fake outs. Oh my god, this is getting ridiculous. Like, at least with Gajiel's death fake out, we, had a couple chapters to, theorize on what the crap's going to happen with him, whether or not he will live or die. But here, in just one chapter, Mira Jane, seemingly dies and then she's alright again. And not just, she gets injured and then she's alright, she gets shot through the heart. Half the stuff in this chapter was completely pointless. In the last chapter, ends on a cliffhanger. Eileen shows up next to Mira Jane. We're like, oh crap, what's gonna happen? Eileen has crazy plans for how she wants to kill Mira Jane. She's melting her clothes or some crap because, of course that has to happen. Then August and Brandish show up. It seems like he's forgiven Brandish for, stabbing him, but I'm pretty sure he realized that she was being manipulated. And August is like, yo, Zareth is regrouping all of these Spriggan 12 to Fairy Tail, so we're all gonna group and then we're just gonna go Shrek Mavis or whatever the crap's going to happen. All the Fairy Tail is also moving towards the guild, so we're going to have a face-off between all of Fairy Tail and the Spriggan 12, from what it seems like. More on that later, though. Eileen demanded that she kills Mira Jane, whoever the crap she wants, but August is just like, bam, no, she's dead, whatever. Now, if this were any other manga, I would be horribly shocked by what just happened. But we were only halfway through the chapter. I was convinced that Mira Jane was coming back. We didn't see any evidence that would suggest her coming back, but I'm like, you know what, I don't know how the crap is going to happen, but Mira Jane will survive this. And to create some false suspense, we cut away to some other characters. We have Yukino and What's-Her-Face, Angel from the Irrational Face. I don't even remember her real name. It was revealed in the last chapter that they were sisters, and they expanded more on this in this chapter, and honestly, I do not give the slightest crap about these guys. Although I had to say I did enjoy the reaction that Elfman and the cats gave to this news. They were kind of just like me, just what? So then Lasana finds Mira Jane seemingly dead, but of course she is alive, she is perfectly fine. She lifts up her boob to reveal that her wound has magically become smaller, making it non-fatal. So as dumb as this fake out was, at least it let us know that Brandish is still loyal to Fairy Tail because she saved Mira Jane's life. It also did show us a bit more of August's power, because we really didn't get to see all that much of what this guy can do yet. And here we pretty much just see him one-hit KO one of Fairy Tail's strongest members. I mean, that being said, she was bound to a rock or whatever. But it is kind of scary how he just pierced her heart just like that. So overall, a lot of the things in this chapter were kind of pointless. They really didn't need to happen, and if they did, I kind of wish that they'd be thrown in with a lot more interesting stuff. To go back to Natsu, we can maybe learn about Eileen's connection with Urza, because that still hasn't happened yet. And also at this point, it is completely comical to me how Gildarts has still not shown up. Where the crap is Gildarts? Just please bring him back, Mashima. Also, Acnologia's got to be somewhere. Just show us some more interesting things. That wasn't everything that happened in this chapter. There was something very interesting that happened near the end. So as we know, the Spriggan 12 are regrouping, and at the end of this chapter, we see Demaria, who is trying to escape, but, things aren't going so well. And then her two guards there just suddenly die. Their souls get sucked out of their bodies. Knowing Fairy Tail, though, they didn't actually die. Their souls just got, sucked into some other dimension and they can be saved. I don't even know. But we get to see a new character that we've never seen before. The last member of the Spriggan 12 that we still did not know about. And his name is Rakide Dragneel. So this is very interesting. This dude, his last name is Dragneel. He is related to Natsu and Zareth. Not entirely sure how. All that we know is that there is another Dragneel, which is pretty crazy. I honestly didn't even consider the possibility of them having other living family members, but I guess it makes sense. And I'm curious to see where this guy even comes from. Because Natsu is an old ass man. We know he comes from the past. We know that Zareth is immortal. But where the crap does this guy come from? I don't think Mashima has ever even alluded to the fact that they could have another living relative. It's also possible that this guy is their descendant and, he was just born 20 years ago or whatever. His powers are also really interesting. He's friggin' sucking out souls. So yeah, really interesting ending. It made me very excited. It made up for, most of the mediocrity of this chapter. It was just a very standard chapter of Fairy Tail. Not much really happened except for at the end. Not very many important things happened until at the end. But yeah, I feel like a lot of fans are going to be speculating and theorizing on what this guy is, and I'm very excited to see some of the things people come up with, and I'm really excited for the next few chapters of Fairy Tail. Hopefully they are great, because I mean, we're going to have the Spriggan 12 up against Fairy Tail, that whole reunion. That's going to be awesome. Please don't throw any more bullshit at us, Mashima. Just get straight into the action. I cannot wait. So that was my review for this week's chapter of Fairy Tail. Thank you guys so much for watching. You can leave your thoughts in the comments below, and I will see you guys in the next video.